Have you ever made a delusional demand with the universe? Because after I did, a lot of stuff started happening in the 3D that I felt like I had been waiting on for a really long time. So I'm going to break down what the whole delusional demand is, how I utilized it, and just the energy I've been able to come into, and how this delusional demand was able to reveal truths for me that were really muddy and unclear before. So basically, before you even get into this, I feel like it's best to get to this spot when you have a lot of aligned action and a lot of desire and goal. Like the goal channel is clear, the mission is clear, and the action is there. Like the two things are happening, and you feel like something just hasn't clicked for both of them in the channel that you're going down yet. But you feel good every day, you feel good with your action. It feels like everything is happening the way that you really want it to happen, but you're just not seeing it yet. It's almost like a visibility thing. And if you are in a space where you might not have a lot of aligned action yet, you might not feel like you have the capacity for action, you might not have built your self-trust, there is a way you can still use this, but I'll probably share a little bit more at the end. If you're on one spectrum or the other, like if you have a lot of action, but you just don't really feel the desire channel or the clarity for like the bigger picture, but you can show up. Like it's kind of one end of a similar spectrum a little bit. So there's still a way you can use it, but I'll share that a little bit later. But if you are in that space where you're like, I'm showing up, I'm doing the work, I'm putting in the action, I feel really good, like why is the 3D still just not happening? And a lot of it can be because you continue to play your old story over, and it's very, very subtle. It's very, very subconscious. And I feel like it's really, really hard to even clock yourself doing that and get out of it in a way. If you can't be aware of it, you can't get out of it, right? So there's a lot of that going on, and the demand basically puts you into this energy of feeling as though you can ask finally. Like I feel like so much of the healing journey and the softer errors of things, and like you're starting to get into this uphill of action and all this stuff, I feel like they can really just take away a lot of your power in a way, or make you feel like you've been taken, like a lot of your power has been taken, simply because you feel like you're on this journey of healing. And when you're on the journey of healing, I think there can be almost this negative effect that can happen when you're healing. I'm trying to like word this properly. So you're healing. There can almost be this energy that still feels like lack because you're working towards something. You're not feeling complete. And it can sometimes place you in a mindset of always trying to better yourself, always striving to feel that completeness, always like you don't have it yet. And this sort of flips that on its head and really gives you the position of power over what you're trying to do and how you're trying to show up. So it's basically saying, hey, universe, I am doing the work. I know it's aligned. I'm feeling really good. Basically, what do you mean this hasn't happened yet? What do you mean I'm not financially secure yet? What do you mean I haven't gotten the right job yet, or the next job, because of the whole right thing, past videos? You're basically putting yourself in a position of power a little bit, or a lot of it, And really, like I said, flipping that on its head. And I do want to preface this with, you can say, and I like saying before this, like, as long as it's in my highest timeline, as long as this is the right next thing, or the thing that's on my correct path. Because of course there can be blocks that the universe puts in place because it's trying to direct you to a certain way, and they just feel like blocks. They feel like, what am I doing? Why does this keep coming up? And you just need to start finding where it feels right. So if this job, if this financial stability, if this whatever, we do learn so much through limitations, and we can alchemize limitations. And that's what our soul wanted to do, was alchemize limitations, because the soul in this the soul realm like has everything and has access to anything at any point. And so it wanted to experience this human experience of limitation. And what do you do when you have limitation? How do you figure it out? And if you feel like you're deeply doing that and you are showing up, there does become a point where you're done feeling like you have to become anyone. This whole becoming energy, like, I don't even really like using that word, because it just feels like it puts you in this perpetual state of lack. And really, we're in a perpetual state of rediscovering our wholeness that's always there. So if you do want to preface these commands or demands with the universe with, like, as long as this is in my highest timeline, this is what I'm demanding in order to show up for what you want from me, in order to show up and share my truth and continue down this path and continue with this work, my money channel has to come from a different way. It no longer feels supportive for me for it to come from this job. I need that to change in order to continue on. And, in some ways it's like, you're just going to continue on, even if that isn't there. But it does give you this mental power that you're kind of claiming back whenever you're on this healing journey. And it can be easy to sort of lose that, or feel like that's, you're always trying to become something. So I'll share mine, because I feel like I worded it maybe better than I'm describing. But basically it's, I am committed to going down this path, finding my gift, sharing my truth for the collective. There's no turning back. I want to serve in every way I possibly can. I'll share it and then share my thoughts. I want to level up and out. I am ready for the next phase, but in order to go down this path, my money channel can no longer come from my old job. Give me the strength to finish crossing the bridge and show me the financial abundance on the other side. In order to continue down this path, I need to be protected and thriving in a way that serves everyone. I need potent and valuable ideas that spark masses, give me energy to use, ideas to use or share with the right vessel to then, put them in the universe, money to spend and circulate, responsibility to uphold, a job that fits my needs perfectly and pushes me into the right direction. I will and am showing up fully, and I need you to do this for me to make this work. Now that's out of the way, I'm really excited. That's exactly what I wrote. But I know with the wording of this that means, like, I want energy to use. I want to be busy and full of energy and full of vitality and full of life to do all the things I want to do. There were times in my life I didn't have any energy. I was having thyroid issues and could barely get out of bed or feel passionate about anything. It was the limitation I had to alchemize and go through to get to a point where I feel like I have energy all the time. Like I am literally abundantly energetic. So that's awesome. But to have energy is to use energy. You want more energy, you have to use more energy. You want more responsibility, you have to be responsible for what you have. You want more money, you have to spend your money. You can't just hoard it. You can't just hold it. Be responsible, of course. Like, that's not out of the question. Don't just go crazy, but don't clench every time you let it go. That continues to signal lack within this channel that you're trying to call in so desperately. But so I feel like this really works whenever you're in that phase. You're almost on this bridge, this finish line, like you're ready to cross, you're putting in the work, you have this like really clear desire, and the way all of that is worded also reveals the truth to you. I'll share after this, I had a full body yes to an experiment that was really out of character for me to want. Like just going out and doing something that I just normally don't do, again, out of character, but as I was feeling into it, it felt like a full body yes. And it was like, okay, I am feeling really inspired by seeing this person and all this stuff and going to this thing. I will do it. It's a full body yes, 100%. And I had an idea of how it was going to go and what it was going to reveal, and something that I kind of wanted to do in my city, or town, like city I kind of live near, because I live out in the woods. But so I went there because that was a full body yes. But then I realized the full body yes was there to teach me something about the situation that I sort of idealized in my head. And that was wrong. Like it was wrong information from me to have. And so it was just revealing the truth. And it also revealed the truth of other things in my life that just, it like really clicked during that moment. So going into that full body yes, knowing it had to do with my delusional demand, and really feeling that, and knowing that that lesson, like after I left that event, I felt so drained and so like disheartened because it wasn't what I wanted, but I almost immediately clocked that it was just there to reveal something for me. I learned the lesson, alchemized it, and like made it to the other side like so much quicker than if I don't know, just let it sit with me and let it make me feel like, oh, this was it. Ugh, dang, that wasn't it. You know, I'm just like, oh, redirection. So I feel like this really helps you know that every setback is just a redirection, and that's okay. And also, since then, I've had my 2 best days on YouTube ever in the nearly 2 years that I've been on here. Just kind of like anything can happen at any time. It's so easy to continue telling yourself, this is how it is. This, like, I will have this and this and this. And you have to like wipe it all away and be like, no, I can literally embody a new energy every single day. I can make these demands with the universe. And as long as everything is in my highest good, it feels really good to say stuff like that, to be like, okay, this is no longer aligned for me and no longer supports me. And the universe is like, okay, we'll rearrange. All right, you're right. You've been at it. Now, if you are someone who is still struggling with taking action, or still struggling with like the channel that your action is going towards, the way you can use this is more so for clarity support, I feel like. And I feel like I did use this not in this more empowered way, but I feel like I did use this in the transition a lot, because you need to feel supported through the bridge, through the transition. And so it was more like, you know, universe, please give me the strength to have the capacity for the actions that I know would be in my highest timeline, would be for my highest good. Give me the strength, the motivation, send the right people to me, send the right videos to me to watch, send the right podcasts, send the right everything for me to feel the motivation that I need to show up for 30 days every day, or like take that action, to just start taking the action towards my big dreams. Give me the strength and capacity. It's almost like give me the energy to use. Like show me the time that I'll be able to do that. Like maybe your schedule feels really booked. And then you're looking for that time and you find it in little pockets of the day or at the end of the day. Here's a butterfly right here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but butterflies are a big thing for me. So anytime I see one, especially when I'm talking like this, if I'm having ideas on my walks and they flutter past, like it's just like snaps from the universe. It feels like, yep, what you're thinking is right. What you're doing is right, you know. But yeah, it's like, give me the energy to use, give me the capacity to find. And so much of it, I believe now, comes from self-trust, trusting that you will find the time, trusting that you will show up, trusting, like, I feel like self-trust is a power that is very overlooked in the things that you want to build in this life. And I've created a whole thing for self-trust. It's a 21-day self-paced audio series that you're meant to do while doing dishes at the kitchen sink. One, actively building your self-trust by doing the dishes every night so you can wake up to an expanded kitchen. But then also listening to audios activating that self-trust for your creative visions and ideas. So we're using the beta brain waves that are like wanting to problem solve while you're in this like repetitive motion to anchor in self-trust for your creative vision. So that'll be linked below. It's called the Kitchen Sink series. But anyway, yeah, if you feel like you don't have capacity, I feel like first start with self-trust. How can you show up to trust that you have the capacity every single day, right? And then, you know, universe, give me the energy and strength to make it across the bridge to the other side, to reveal the truth, to show me the clarity and really feel in, does this event, does this thing, does this person, does this whatever feel like a full body yes today? If it does, there's an opportunity there that you might not know about, that or like you might not have been looking for if you weren't really feeling into that full body yes after making your delusional demand and going for it. So, you know, what do you mean I'm not getting everything I want? You know, that might sound like, I don't know, crazy. Like you might not feel like you want to sound like that, but isn't that what we all want? Like we all want what we want, right? Like we all want financial abundance. We all want our dream house. We all want our loving relationship and friendships and to feel into this deep community and connection with people. Like, let's be honest about it, right? What do you mean I'm not getting what I want? I'm showing up. I'm holding up my end of the bargain. I'll make a bargain with you. This is what I want. In order to feel fully embodied enough to show up the way you're asking me to, because that's just vulnerable. That's a lot. And I fully believe in it and I fully love it and it makes my days really great and there's so much I get from it, but there's more and I'm allowed to ask for more. That's the energy I want to leave you with. And oh, I can't believe I'm on the other side of the 30-day challenge. There's so much that I'm still just like integrating from that challenge. And I'm really excited to share some ideas with you all later whenever they're a little bit more clear for me. And yeah, Kitchen Sink series is below, and you can also work with me one-on-one. So be sure to check that out. They'll be linked in the description, and let me know how this resonated with you. And let me know if you've ever made a delusional demand. I've really never heard anyone say it like this. And or like read any text about this exact wording and stuff. So if you have any books on this or anything, suggestions, please drop them down below and let me know what you think. And oh, today we got to 950 subscribers. There are 950 of you guys here, which also means we are so close to 1,000, which is blowing my mind. I think it'll happen this week. And it's actually really funny. I was talking to some friends about like, yeah, I think it's going to happen this week. And then I got a email from someone who actually got the kitchen sink series, funny enough, but we weren't even talking about that. It was like, you know, getting links to the kitchen sink series. And the last thing she said was, I think you're gonna hit 1,000 subscribers this week. And she didn't need to say it like that. That wasn't the conversation we were having, but I was just like, oh, like, just talking about with my friends, confirmed from someone else not even knowing I was having that conversation. I don't know, it just, things light up. Things line up whenever you make this delusional demand. I'm just like, wait and see, watch and see sort of energy, and it feels really good. And oh, last thing, I saw a snake earlier, or like literally right before filming this. I was like moving my chickens, and one of them were like, ah, and there was a snake there, which definitely just really signaled like old identity is shedded, is out. We've shed. We're shed, is what that just spoke to me. So, signs, just signs. And yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Oh, I almost just fell. And yeah, I might see you guys. I don't know I don't know my YouTube schedule yet, but I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah.